Hi, Jeff. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Um, just kind of curious, you were drafted by the Flyers and started your career there first several years. Curious what your impressions of the Penguins organization was back then, and maybe what it is, maybe a little bit different now, and what it might be like to play against the Flyers in a Penguins jersey.
Yeah, actually, Sid and I were talking about that this morning. Just the battles that we had when we first came into the league and whatnot. But um, always had a lot of respect for for the veteran guys that are here that I played against. Sid and Malkin and Latang and those guys, and just happy to be able to suit up with them now, and I'm looking forward to it.
Next question, Taylor Haas.
Hey Jeff, welcome to Pittsburgh. Just what was your reaction to being traded? I'm sure at one point you thought you'd finish your career in LA.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I probably expected it to come at some point. Didn't really think it would happen this year, but that's the way it goes. I love my time in LA and made some lifelong friends and whatnot, and was able to have a lot of success there. But I'm excited to be here. You look at this team, and they're right in the mix, and have as good a shot as anybody to compete this year. So I'm excited to get going, getting to know everybody here, and looking forward to practice tomorrow.
Jim Colony.
Yeah, Jeff, I'll extend welcome as well. And kind of along those lines, to most of us, maybe all of us, this kind of came out of nowhere. Can you take us through the timeline of when you found out about the Penguins' interest and maybe conversations with Ron? Because I know that you guys obviously are very familiar.
Yeah, we go basically my whole career. We've been kind of following each other around. So I had heard some talk here and there a few weeks ago, and then it quieted, and really Sunday morning when I woke up, my agent had called me and said that Pexi had called back, and there's a chance that things might happen. And I understand the position Blakey was in LA, and they need to open up some spots. So they got a lot of young guys coming up. So I think probably Sunday morning is when it started to kind of get rolling, and found out mid-afternoon Sunday that it was going to go through.
Josh Getzoff.
Hey Jeff, welcome to Pittsburgh. You mentioned Ron Hextall. Just in general, how big of a familiarity aspect does that make things easier for you coming to Pittsburgh, kind of knowing him, knowing what he's all about and how he approaches, running a team?
Yeah, I think it's great. It's always nice when you're going to a new place to have some familiar faces. I've known Hexy for a long time, and we have really good relationships. So I was able to see him this morning and chat a bit, and with him and Chris Pryor's here, and I played junior with Trevor Daly and Sid and a bunch of the guys. So it's nice to see some familiar faces. It makes it easier coming into a room for sure.
Matt Vensel.
Hey, Jeff, welcome. How has your game evolved over the years, particularly in the last 2 or 3 years here?
I think with my role in LA changed over the last couple of years, where I moved from center to the wing, and was kind of put more in a mentor role, and had to play with a lot of the young guys and kind of help them along, and I actually really enjoyed that. It was a fun time for me, but my game's pretty simple. I'm a straight lines, try to use my speed and get pucks to the net whenever I can. It's a pretty simple game for me.
We have 4 more. Jenna Harner.
Hey, Jeff, welcome to Pittsburgh. I'll echo everybody else there, but you just mentioned being excited. What excites you the most about joining this team, especially where they're currently at right now?
Having a chance to win. That's the ultimate goal, no matter where you are every year. Coming here and enjoying this team and the run they're on right now, and the position that we're in. It's exciting. I can't wait to get back to the playoffs, and make a run at it, and hopefully we can get the job done.
Rob Rossi.
Jeff, also want to extend my welcomes. Before I ask my first question, are you planning on playing next season? Because there's been some reports out that you might not. Also, if that's a yes or no, what were your thoughts of the Penguins coming into this season? Did you view them as the cup contender they've sort of emerged to become?
Well, yes, I will be playing next season.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch a ton of hockey when I'm at home, especially this year. The schedule is just so crazy that I haven't watched a ton. I've read some stuff and looked at it, but anytime you have Sid and Malkin and the core that they have here with some of those complementary players, you're going to have a chance to win every season. So wherever I fit in here and which line or which role, whatever it may be, I'm just looking forward to getting out there and helping.
Two more. Wino.
Hey, Jeff, you mentioned obviously familiar faces and getting to know new teammates, but is there some level of excitement of playing new teams? I mean, you've been playing the same 7 teams all over this entire season. Now you get to play 7 new teams.
Yeah. The schedule is crazy, right? I feel like I've played Anaheim and Vegas the whole year, so it'll be nice, kind of, refreshing to get out there on Thursday. I think it's against the Flyers, so get out there, play some new teams, and it'll be nice to have some fans in the stands too. We haven't had any in LA, so that'll be nice, and get some fans behind you.
Last question, Chris Adomsky.
Jeff, you alluded to kind of, moving to wing and everything. I wanted to ask, and you also alluded to kind of learning your role. So maybe you don't know the answers yet, but do you have a preference in terms of wing or center, or where you fit in the lineup or anything like that? Can you still play center, especially this team, right now with injuries and everything, could probably use one?
Yeah, I can play both. I'm comfortable with both. I was mainly a center up until the time I came to LA, and then was on the wing and went back, and then I'm back at the wing. So I'm totally comfortable with both. I haven't had any discussions yet with the coaching staff on my role and where it all fits, but I'm sure we'll find out more tomorrow at practice.